Because I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
iPad Air 4 or iPad Pro 12.9 with XDR
Yeah.
display.
Yeah, you have my answer. It's here. iPad Air 4.
Smart boy.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? I mean, it also depends on my usage. So I just want to watch stuff on the iPad, read, and maybe draw once in a while. My sister draws more than me on the iPad at this point, and for that, the Pro doesn't really suit my purpose. I mean, I don't need it. Of course, it has more power, it is more capable, all that stuff. But the Air is more than enough, to be honest, at this point. I have tried an iPad Pro, and the double cameras, I mean, seriously, like, who takes pictures with their... I don't think I've ever taken a single picture with this iPad.
I doubt you would take a picture with iPad. iPad is not for that.
Oh, seriously, I have never taken even a single picture with this iPad.
But for some people, it might serve a purpose. Like they have AR functionalities, capabilities that have been added in that with their LiDAR sensor. And
yeah, the AR is fine, but there's like 1% of the developers working on iPad. Sure, right. And promotion is also nice, but paying extra just for promotion...
I would say I'm a sucker for displays. Like good displays, I really appreciate. Like I have S20, the Samsung S20, the base model, and it has an HDR display. And I mean, if I ever watch an HDR stuff on this, I'm every time wowed by the display. And the same thing with iPad Pro, the 12.9 one. It has a proper HDR display. I mean, I doubt you will ever be able to get any HDR display of that size under $2,500. No, you won't get it.
Yeah. No, you can get the iPad Pro 12.9 for like 1,500 as well, right? The base variant.
Yeah. But other than that device...
Cool. Why would you need like a 16GB RAM iPad Pro now?
I wouldn't. I'm... I would say the 256 variant, the 256 gig variant is the best one to
with
buy
if
RAM. You have to buy with 8GB RAM, because there is no purpose of extra RAM.
But I would
Apple,
still say
where is Final Cut Pro? I really wanted it.
99.9% of people out there, the iPad Air is like the default iPad.
I have one thing against iPad Air, as in because the 12.9 one is M1 based, and seeing the history, seeing the kind of you can say software update that Apple provides, I think it will get software update for at least 7 to 8 years. Not the same with iPad Air.
Oh, I would disagree on that. Like the iPhone 6s is getting a 7th year software update.
But I guess it's still M1. M1 series, the M series, they will
how about
get
a bit the other way? Like the M1 is like the beta product, which they are just going to test out with. And the M2 or whatever is the future will be the real one, which will be stable and get real updates. M1, they'll just, put it
they could
below
the
carpet and just hide it. I could argue the other way.
That is so Apple kind of way. I won't even be surprised if they do that.
The first iPad, the first Apple Watch, the first things, they are not supported for really long. So you could argue the other way. But yeah, like we'll see. But for now, I would stick to my opinion. The iPad Air is the default one.
I'm more of iPad Pro guy. I will explain one more thing. Like right now, there are not a lot of apps that could use the 8 gigs or the 16 gigs. But I think down the line, some programmers, some creators, like they have also introduced a programming language for it, no?
What? You can make SwiftUI apps on iPad.
Yeah, I think a lot of developers will take benefit of all this RAM real estate.
It's still not Xcode. It's just...
You have Xcode Cloud. You can use that.
Can you?
I think you can.
I don't think so. I don't think you can. Might be wrong.
Okay.
But I think it's just still SwiftUI small apps which you can create on it. Not proper. Your Xcode projects won't work on the iPad.
About the ProMotion display, I think it is a fancy thing, and what I found really good about it is that the latency of the pencil, I've used them both side by side. As I think I can tell the difference. I mean, the problem with the Note and the Galaxy Note, all those series of Samsung phones, was that the latency was high. The same is the case with the iPad Air 4. You can see that whenever you are drawing, the writing on the slate, it is a wee bit, there is a latency in that.
If you are a serious pro artist, iPad Pro is the way.
Yeah, iPad Pro is the way. I mean,
sure.
it feels so real to type on that stuff. Like really use the pencil. If you are a heavy user of pencil, I would say iPad Pro is the way. But then if you have an iPad, you got to have a pencil, and that is how I am driving the point that you should go for the iPad Pro.
I don't know, man. I still don't agree. I happily disagree with that. It's just
Yeah,
overkill.
yeah.
Save your money, get the iPad Air, and get some accessories for it. Stuff like that. That's what I would say.
If the money allows, I would still go for the iPad Pro.
Or if the money allows, I don't know what I'll do.